2 free plays coming up in Major League Baseball, plus a best bet in the NBA playoffs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the best bet on yesterday's program, which was the Detroit Pistons outright winner, Zinno, in the NBA playoffs. That was good. What was not good was my $5 Tuesday play on the LA Clippers. You ever get the sense as a day goes on that too many people are on your side? You're seeing nobody bet the other side, and you're like, betting isn't supposed to be this easy. And Lord knows it wasn't. The Clippers were never in that game. So I apologize. That was a terrible, terrible call for all who tailed. We'll try to bounce back here on Wednesday over at WT.buzz/BP.
I got lucky. So
tell me about it.
It's about time. It's about time I got lucky. It's about time something bounced my way. Needed overtime to get over the Pacers team total. So, and you see the little melee, the scrum afterwards?
Yeah, it seems that Tyrese Halliburton's dad was in the wrong there.
What up? Can I say bitch? He was a bitch.
You say it to me all the time.
Yeah, well, he was a bitch. You're a bitch, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay, that was uncalled for.
It may be uncalled for, but it's also true.
No, it's not. I don't know if you know this, but the Braves are coming to Cleveland in
mid-August. Now you're an ass.
Yes. All right. I did tease here. Zinno, some people in the comment section yesterday said a little too much BS.
Yeah, you know what? I saw that guy. Don't watch.
Okay, that was not the route I was going to take, but I was going to simpily say what maybe you should go into your play and we should give them some meat and potatoes, some handicapping.
I want. You want to know why? Because I have a phone and you don't. So you will listen to every damn word I have to say.
Would you like to give us some words on Rays Royals?
No, I want to BS a little bit more now because since you brought it up, that guy pissed me off. So now I just may make him wait.
Okay, this is very awkward. I have nothing to share with the people. I did bring up to Zinno that I wanted to find a way to play the Rays in this game against the Royals. Home favorites, Zinno, this year. I don't have the exact number in front of me, but home favorites this year off a loss have been doing very well. Here's the issue, though. Even if you wanted to play the Rays in the first five, just lay the half run in the first five, I think you still have to lay minus 130, minus 135. That's not a great price. You, though, have found a different market to play in on this matchup.
I'm just BSing. That's it. Okay.
Should I get into my breakdown because it's an early game?
I'll do it now. Don't tell us how to do our show. Okay. Just don't watch if you don't like it. Go away. Problem solved. Everybody wins. I don't have to deal with you. You don't have to deal with me. It's like my ex-wife, but different. Okay. Royals, Rays at Steinbrenner Field, Tampa. We get Drew Rasmussen, or as BP likes to say, Rasmussen. Okay. Been a very good starter this year. 2.10 ERA, 0.90 whip, 27 strikeouts, and 25 2/3. This is a dude right now that is on fire. And he's going up against the Royals lineup that last time I checked simply just can't hit. The Royals are bottom 5, I think, in run differential right now. They are not. No, they're not. Okay, they're not that bad.
But they're one of the lowest scoring teams. They're 28th, 29th in runs scored, I think.
Thank you. That's where it is. They have 94 runs, which is tied for the second fewest with the Colorado Rockies. That ought to tell you how bad this offense is. So, terrible, as they say. Pitching has been really good, though, for the Royals. Anyway, so we like the fact that the Royals aren't going to be able to put up much here. The Royals tonight are starting a rookie. His name is Noah Cameron, or as BP likes to say, Cameron. He is a left-hander. If you look at these things called splits, we look very carefully. We see that the Tampa Bay Rays, they don't hit lefties well. Okay? They are 24th in batting average. That is 7th worst in Major League Baseball. They are 25th, or 26th rather, in OPS. That's 5th worst in Major League Baseball. And, oh, by the way, if you like WRC Plus, I do as a good measure of the ability of an offense to score runs. They are also 22nd, which is 9th worst in Major League Baseball against left-handed pitching. Good enough for me. Also, they don't walk a lot against lefties. So you're not going to have a lot of base runners on with them. Don't necessarily strike out a lot, but they don't walk a lot either. So this is a Tampa Bay team that might not have a bunch of success against a rookie that they've never seen before. I assume he's not going to pitch much more than 4 innings. maybe 5 if he's humming along. They usually are pretty, soft with rookies as far as pushing them through in their first start. But again, I feel like this is a Tampa Bay team that I could trust not to be able to score. If they do, I don't think they'll score enough, Tampa Bay, to score all 4 runs or 5 runs on their own. So we'll go first 5 under here between KC and Tampa.
First 5 under. Smash that like button if
BS?
you agree.
Is that less BS for the guy, for the
Okay,
comment?
you take everything so personally. Let's just.
No, I really don't. I just like to piss people off.
Oh, well, that's true.
Especially you.
All right. Yes. Well, I like to give it back as well. How about Cardinals Reds? 12:40 Eastern, everybody. Hopefully you catch this show right as it comes out. It pays to subscribe. Now, the subscribing, as we've been through, does not necessarily keep the show free, but it does behoove you to subscribe because you get notified when the show drops, and you then do not miss out on any early plays we give out, like this one. Let's go to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. I like the Reds team total over 4.5. Now, if this sounds familiar, Mark Zinno, it's because it is. No, this is not a rerun. I gave it out on yesterday's show, but the game was rained out. Same pitching matchup for the first game of today's doubleheader. So I said, why not come back with the same play? You go back to Monday, I had the Reds team total over there. That did not hit. They did win, though, 3-1. Certainly, and as I said yesterday, had opportunities to put a lot more runs on the board, did the Reds. They were 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position, hit into 3 double plays. There were 3 different innings, guys, where the Reds had someone in scoring position with less than 2 outs, and they didn't get them home. Nevertheless, we're going to trust a lineup that's third in all of baseball in runs scored, especially in this first game facing Miles Mikolas, who's got a 5.70 ERA in 5 starts. Cardinals have lost them all. Cardinals also have a bottom 6 bullpen. 2-12 road record for St. Louis, Zinno. And you know what the major contributing factor to that 2-12 road record is? They allow 6.14 runs per game away from Busch Stadium, second highest in all of baseball. Give me Reds team total over 4.5. That was a better breakdown than yesterday. I'm glad I got to do it again.
Yeah, well, practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm. All right, comment down below with your favorite plays on the Major League Baseball card for Wednesday.
Down below if you think there's too much BS, please.
Okay, there are times when about 5-7 minutes into the show, I really regret bringing something up to you. This is one of those times.
Yeah, I know. And the best part is even when we do our pre-show meeting and you bring something up and then you realize that, oh my God, that's going to come back on the show at some point in time. And I should have never said that.
Yes, that happens. I would say 2 out of every 3 days.
Yeah, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Oh, no. All right. You are a winner on $5 Tuesday, Mark Zinno.
About damn time.
Indiana team total. You had it the whole way. You just needed an extra 5 minutes. Yeah, just needed that extra 5 minutes and Milwaukee to go brain dead. Gary Trent Jr., if you would have followed your father's footsteps and gone to Ohio University, I don't believe that ball goes through your hands. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Gary Trent Sr. went to Ohio University.
Oh, he did?
Right before I did.
Wow.
He was called the Shack of the Mac.
$1 on $5 Tuesday is not a streak, but I did have a good streak on $5 Tuesday, like back during college football season.
I remember it fondly. All right. Is there anything you'd like to promote for Wednesday?
I used to know how to handicap.
Oh,
not so much.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Back when I used to know how to handicap, like back in March, not so much anymore.
Wednesday, anything you'd like to tell the people?
It's the day after Tuesday.
Is there any plays that you're going to be?
I'll put some plays. In fact, I may have several. I think 3 or 4.
Oh, sounds fun.
Listen, just keep firing. Hashtag keep firing.
Hashtag keep firing. It's going to be a light slate for me on Wednesday. Went 0-2. That was uncalled for. Can I please get through just this one little part? Then we're going to get to our best bet in the NBA, guys. I went 0-2 yesterday. Nevertheless, it's going to be a 4th straight winning month to open 2025. Up nearly 60 units since mid-February, Zinno.
Tell them why it's going to be a 4th straight winning month.
Because the bottom line. Look, I'll be honest with you. Okay,
well, I'm going to call you out. Tell everybody.
Okay, we're 36-28 for the month. And look, if I put out a lot of plays, you run the risk of it not being a winning month. Right. And I'd like to have a winning month. It's that simple.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that logic, which is why I wanted you to share it with the people. That's called bankroll management. It's a smart thing to do. You don't need to overextend yourself. I, on the other hand, who are down 50 units this month, just keep firing. Screw it. Not chasing, just
Fire.
the
That's
difference.
what they tell you in the Army, right? Keep firing.
Yeah, bad guys. It's BP fluffing me.
One day you guys are going to have old BP to kick around, and it's going
I
to be a bad
can't
day.
wait for that day to happen. Thank God.
Unbelievable. All right. Show bet. Good. By the way, you know what? Since you irritated me, you know what I'm going to do? I wasn't going to do this on the show, but now I'm going to do it.
Do it.
I have a special offer on the rest of my soccer season that is available. $99. You get the whole month. Number one in soccer. Last 365 days. 7-0-1 soccer run. Get the rest of the season.
Are you trying to say that if you guys are allergic to cash, you shouldn't buy?
No, I'm not. I would not say that.
I think you might. Not. I think there's a world where you're number one all time. Are you number one all time? Because I heard somebody once say that they were number one all time.
No, I never gave out a pick on any match involving Pele. So no, I cannot claim to be number one all time.
Maybe
or just LA. I don't know. You're talking about emphasizing emphasizing syllables. See, you're screwing me up here. All right, no BS. How about a best bet? By the way, head on over to WT.buzz/BP for that soccer deal if you're interested. Best bet, we hit it with the Pistons yesterday. They beat the Knicks outright. So we got two. Interesting because yesterday, all three teams facing elimination were underdogs and on the road. Today, you've got two home favorites facing elimination, Houston and the LA Lakers. We're going to talk about Warriors Rockets here in this best bet segment, guys.
Oh, wait, both of those home teams are favored here.
Yes, as I said. Now, Mark and I were very stubborn over the last week or so about trying to get an over home in this Rockets Warriors series. If you tuned into Monday's show, that was our best bet and it hit. But we think this one might be a little lower scoring. We don't want to bet two overs in a row in this series. So what are we going to do? We think Houston is the right side, but we don't want to lay points. We don't want to bet the over. So we are going to do what, Mark Zinno?
We are going to bet the Golden State Warriors team total under 100.5. Look, I mean, you have to sit here and think for a moment. If Golden State gets to 100 points here, that doesn't play well for Houston. Clearly, we've seen that the Rockets are not in a position here where they can keep up offensively with Golden State shooting, right? They've scored under 100 points in two of the four games the Rockets did. So they are just not really well conditioned to be able to play the type of offense. When Golden State gets hot and they start shooting, the Rockets can't play catch up. So what's the Rockets' game script here? What's their game plan? Get an early lead, grind the pace down, slow it down, and play tough defense and force Golden State to chase. Get in their heads a little bit, get a little chippy. And we saw that too in game 4, a lot of chippiness going on that led to some technicals and flagrants and things of that nature. But and that's the other thing too. I'd be very weary of Golden State at this point in time because Draymond Green is on thin ice automatically. He may get a quick tee, and that may be it for the rest of the night. So we'll see how that happens. But again, I think that's the game script here. If Houston wants to win this thing, look at the one game that they won, 109-94. You just get a big lead and you play with it. They held the lead in that game from, I think it was 2-0. They actually never trailed in that game. Not once did Houston trail in that game that they won. That's the game script for them. And they kept Golden State under 100 points. So with their backs against the wall on the brink of elimination, let's hope they do it again.
Yeah, Golden State now, Zinno, has shot below 42% in 3 consecutive games. Houston just knows how to defend this team.
Yeah, they do.
I know Jimmy Butler wasn't there for one of them. He missed one of the games, but still, he was there last time. And obviously the Warriors got over this number, but it's in Houston now. Rockets, we think their only path to victory is holding Golden State under 100.5 points. By the way, that number is available at DraftKings as of this morning. DraftKings. And so go there. It's a very widely popular book.
I will add this. One of the things that turned Brian Power onto this play is the fact that this is the kind of play that nobody in their right mind would make. Nobody Golden State Warriors to score under 100 points at a basketball game.
Yes, Zinno sold me on it with that. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to anybody. Yes, the fact that
look,
betting Golden State to score double digits is not fun. So I say let's do it.
Got it. Yeah,
not score triple digits. Yes,
right.
If they didn't score double digits, that'd be a very big win. It would also be shocking. It would also be historic. If Golden State scores 9 points tonight, I will do the show in the nude tomorrow.
Looking forward to that. But I did tell you too, like how it all came to pass, that I really liked the under in the game. Thought it would come back in the under. But then you start to dissect it a little more. The under certainly favors Houston, and Golden State may have a bad game and then just go look to lock this thing up back at home. And that'll be that. So let's get this thing home tonight.
All right. I will be back. Zinno will be back. We will be back.
Sans BS tomorrow. No BS. Hashtag team no BS.
We'll be fully clothed, though. I think the Warriors will score at least 10 points.
I might do the show topless regardless.
Okay. Well, tune in to see if that's the case, everybody. We appreciate and thank you for your support. Each and every one of you who comment, every one of you who watch every day here on WagerTalk TV. Like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, let's cash some tickets.
And it'll be free tomorrow, too.